I went with a group of Hereditary fans tonight to the screening of Midsommar. I thought it was Summer, but the whole movie they said Summer. So I'm going to say Midsommar, even though I thought it was Midsommar. So we were all Hereditary fans. We were excited to see this movie. It was 2.5 hours long. Ari Aster's second film. Let's do this. Let's talk about a good movie? Midsommar. From the director of Hereditary named Ari Aster. I hope I'm saying that right. He directed Hereditary. That was his first movie. It came out last year. Some people don't like this movie. And you know what? Hereditary to me was a really great movie. It was just a great movie. I dug it. I really dug it. I like Hereditary. I think it's a movie in the future people are going to call a classic. I just say that all the time, and I continue to say it. Hereditary is a great horror film and a drama in all aspects. His second film now, another horror film going in. I was excited, like I said. I went with a group of friends who are all Hereditary fans. This movie stars Florence Pugh. I can't say her name. She was in Finding My Family. And a group of friends go to Sweden for this little thing, a festival, a festives, like a 9-day festival. And it's like Midsummer, whatever. Midsummer. I'm guessing it's called Midsummer because it's in the middle of June, whatever. Basically, these festives bring into weird things happening and weird people come in and stuff goes down in this 2.5 hour long movie. So, where do I begin? First things first, I'll start with positives. The movie looks gorgeous. Whatever I'm going to say about this movie in the next few minutes, I'm going to say this flat out. Ari Aster, I hope it's Ari Aster, I don't know how to say his name. He is just a great director. He's made 2 really great looking films. The cinematography is beautiful, the editing is beautiful, the camera work is astonishing, the directing by him is perfect. I love his style. This movie definitely had the style of Hereditary in it. I love his directing, and from now on, every time he makes a movie, I want to see it day one, because he makes unique films. Whatever I'm going to say in the next minute, I'm saying this now. He makes unique films. He makes original films for the most part, and I enjoy looking at him a lot, and I say he's a great director, and I can't wait to see what he does next. Like I said, sound design great. The music is freaking amazing, just like Hereditary. I do think Hereditary's score is better. It's more memorable in my opinion, but the opening scene of this movie is hands down my favorite scene. The first 5 minutes, you're just waiting for something. It is eerie. The first shot is eerie. The music, and then something happens, and the music is blaring, and the title shows up, and the cast, whatever. And those 5 minutes, I was like, I am so ready for this movie. And so all of our characters go to Sweden, like I said, and I think the acting is awesome. Florence Pugh, whatever, I can't say her name. She's a girl from Finding My Family. I said she was awesome in that movie. I think she's going to be a really good actor. I think she's going to grow. This movie just adds it on to her. She is such a great actress. She was amazing in this movie. I won't say she's better than Toni Collette in Hereditary, but she is an amazing actress in the movie. She is amazing in this movie. I would almost say Oscar worthy. That's how good she was in this movie. She was really good. All the actors in the movie was great. All the friends, the kid from We're the Millers, the African American guy, I can't remember his name, I can't remember the actor's name either. The guy from Transformers, who I didn't like Transformers, in this movie, he was really good, and he does some bold things that I was like, you know what? I respect him. It fit the movie where it needed to be. All the weird people, all the people in white coats and white everything, they were all amazing. They did what the director was told. All the acting, all the production design, all the style, everything about this movie technically and acting-wise is actually it's great. It's just great. But now we gotta talk about some negatives, and that is the story itself. I might feel dumb. Honestly, some people are gonna comment like, you didn't get it. You know what? I'll be honest. I probably didn't, because this movie had a story. Like I said, the first 5 minutes, the opening scene is amazing. It sets you up with the family drama between Florence Pugh, whatever, I can't remember her character's name. Something happens, a tragedy happens in her family, and so this leads her to go depression, whatever, and I was into it. Once they get into Sweden, the movie happens, and you're like, okay, and then when something else happens in the middle of the movie the story has disappeared. I think the story was really weak in this movie. It was really weak. They had stuff happen in the middle of this movie, but it never led to anything until the very end, and you leave the theater like, so what did that mean? It's one of those movies you have to do ending explain kind of videos to look up. But like I said, the writing, the story gets lost. Like this family issue tragedy, I understand what they were doing, but in all honesty, looking back, it didn't have anything to do with anything. At least I don't think it did. I mean, I know there's like probably hidden messages or something in this movie that I'm just missing. But from first viewing, what did this tragedy have to do with anything in this movie? And this movie 100% reminds me of The Wicker Man. And I'm even talking about Nicolas Cage. Not just saying like Wicker Man's a terrible movie, but there are things in this movie that I swear when it was written down or filming, someone had to say, this is just like The Wicker Man. And there are things that I even chuckled at that were like, ugh. And that's another thing about chuckling. This movie adds comedy. Some scenes work. Some scenes, it is so... There is disturbing imagery on the screen. And stuff is happening that is so uncomfortable. But people were laughing. And I don't know if I'm supposed to laugh or not. But it was a crowd of people in this theater, and they started laughing. I started to laugh, and I didn't know if I was supposed to laugh or not. And that was a big issue with me. There is one scene in this movie. It is so... I don't know how to say it without spoiling it. It just... There is a lot going on in one scene, and the whole crowd was like, what in the actual heck is going on? Because like I said, the last 30 minutes of this movie, they just throw everything on the screen, and they kind of like forget all of our characters, and they just do stuff, and it's creepy imagery, and it just happens. I'm like, what is the purposes? What is all this leading to? It leads to nothing after those over. I drove home, I was like thinking, I was like, what did this have to do with this and all that kind of stuff? And like I said, the imagery, there are some disturbing, bloody images. There's some scenes with nudity that is very just close up and personal. I mean, the movie, it doesn't hold back on that, and it totally reminds me of Hereditary because they didn't hold back either at all. So I respect them not holding back. They showed everything. They went for it. And I respect the originality. I respect everything they were going for. But overall, it was just weird. They went for it, and sometimes I was like, you need to step back a little bit and bring our story back to the main focus. And the movie got jumbled, and I lost the story. It just poof. It went somewhere. We just saw characters walk around doing and drinking drink and getting high and singing in the background, just walking around. And oh my God, the movie is slow as hell. But that was the same thing in Hereditary. But Hereditary was it was a family and a ghost and depression and dealing with trauma. This movie has a lot going on. And like I said, the story gets lost in this movie. I'm gonna give Midsommar a C+. This summer has really just been, I don't even know. Maybe I gotta see it again. I don't know if I'll go to see it in theaters again. I will buy it on Blu-ray. I will see it again one day. Maybe I'll like it more, but like I said, would I recommend this movie? If you are a Hereditary fan, yes. If you didn't like Hereditary, don't even bother. That's my answer. Anyway, guys, if you guys enjoy this review, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys.